Okay, so now that I finally have the video up of how much that I have, I can move forward to the next part, which was discussing how I'm tracking the funds that I make when I'm doing gig work. The way I'm recording this right after, so the previous video was uploaded in like at the end of January. I'm not sure when this video was gonna go up. I try to stay ahead in my recording schedule. I only post once a week on Sundays. Um, and so that's just so that I don't get overwhelmed because the last time I tried to work on having a YouTube channel, I just got overwhelmed with frequent posting. And so this time I'm trying to stick to a pace that works best for me, and that's once a week, and I can get a video or two recorded and done and edited, and then I can post them and then not feel like I have to rush the next week or next couple days so I can get a video out. So if you were looking for this video, because the last one I put up I said the next video I do, just for future reference, when I say next I mean just related to this specific topic, which is debt payoff. Okay, did do gig work in December, and the app that I'm using to track my mileage and that I also set up a free business account with is QuickBooks. QuickBooks will track your um, like your incoming funds. It'll also track your mileage. And then if you have a TurboTax account set up, you can just upload your information from there to TurboTax when it's time for you to pay your taxes. So it makes it a seamless transition. I knew that because I did gig work before for self-employment, that I wanted to make sure I kept up with those good habits of taking my taxes out early so that I could pay them out each year, and that I might continue with self-employment in one way or another, either gig work or something else. So I'm trying to build that history back up again, because before I had 2 years of consecutive business monetary history that I could use if I wanted to get a loan or something. And then when I stopped, that's no longer available. So I have to start over. In any case, I'm using QuickBooks for that. And the QuickBooks checking is free. You can sign up for it with like a tax ID number for your business. And so I was finally able to find it. On the app, if you go to My Business, you can look at previous months. And so for the month of December, I made $291.10. And then I promptly spent that $291.10. Now, all of those funds that were deposited into this account um, came from my gig work. And once I had my employee tax number, business tax number set up, I opened this account for free with QuickBooks, and then I had all of my gig work apps deposit my funds anytime I work into this business account. And then from this business account, I have it set up so that whenever I get funds deposited into the account, I can then um, split the funds up by my salary, by the taxes I'll have to pay, and then also by the savings that I need to put away. So each time I get paid from gig work, my goal is to do payroll every Tuesday. So my weeks will go from Tuesday to Tuesday. And I do 10% for taxes, 20%, 10% for savings, 20% for taxes, and 40 or 50% for my salary, depending on how much money gets deposited and what I think I'm going to need. And then the remaining 20 or 30% stays in the business account for spending. That money in the business account will cover gas that I need to put in the car when I'm driving gigs. It'll cover, hopefully in time, car insurance for the car or cars that I have, or vehicles that I have. It'll cover any subscriptions that I end up having for the business. One of those being the online portion for QuickBooks, because I want to be able to do payroll manually and have it set up to automatically be done, so that I don't have to manually do it each week. And then probably also like car wash, and there's some things that I want to buy now, like a GoPro maybe, so that I can record the videos better. Those kinds of things I'll need to buy, and my hope is that the money that I save and or the money that I have in the checking account will cover those monthly expenses, as well as other things that I'd like to. Okay, so for the funds that I made in December, I spent those on the Capital One Silver card for a balance that I had at the time. I don't remember what that balance was, but I did use the money to pay it off, or pay majority of it off. And then moving forward this year, I will start keeping track of how much, or continue keeping track of how much I make each month from the gig work, but then also share updated videos on which cards I make the payments towards, so that I can progressively see those cards be paid down and share that with you guys. Mostly this is so that I can see my own progress and not be burnt out. I had experienced some burnout from paying debt off, because you just go through a period where you aren't doing any of the things you usually would, or having as much fun with your money as you did before, because you're trying to get rid of the debt. And I had experienced some burnout, so this is my way of trying to keep myself motivated so that I can continue this progress. I really think that if I do it this way, I will be finished by the end of this year, and that's what I'm looking forward to, because that means that next year I will be able to just enjoy the funds, or the money that I have, without having to worry about debt. So yeah, I'll post it that way moving forward. The money I made in last year for gig work, I won't have to pay taxes on this year, because it was less than $600. It was less than $300 even. So I just used it on that Capital One Silver card, and then moving forward, I'll use it on the cards that I actually need to pay the debt off on. So this month I have done gig work so far, but I'm gonna wait until the end of January to post that, and that will likely come out in February. Well, end of February, beginning of March, because I'm pretty sure this video is going to come out early February, mid-February, and so I kind of want to keep it monthly that way, so it may end up being a month behind each time I update how much I made for each month doing gig work. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do it that way. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when I post another video. And I'll see you in the next one.